Right, the last away game in the National League for Dorking Wanderers today. How are you, Mark?
Yep. Been a whirlwind. Been a whirlwind like couple of days, and yeah, like a brilliant venue here. And the first thing I thought was gonna miss these venues. Um, Definitely, we know we've got a big appetite to return. Um, but yeah, um, I'm fine. We've actually had a really constructive couple of days. We was really organised for the worst case. So chief exec Chris as well and we held meetings with the players, management team, lengthy ones, 3-4 hours in the hotel yesterday. Um, we've really laid down markers in terms of next season expectations, and we're building a whole load of process into areas that we feel have really let us down. I mean, the key one being that circa 240 games that players have missed,
Yep.
which the club has to take responsibility for, and the staff at the club have to, because ultimately they're responsible for case management and things. And we really spoke about it, and what we spoke about was like, well, if where is the failure in the task? And you can look at all the meta things you want, really, like, every team plays the wrong formation here and there, and every player makes a mistake every now and then. And but but you know, was there 5 or 6 points left on the table in terms of players not playing for 240 games? Well, definitely. We also made the point that not only did you have the problem of so many players missing, but also when they do return, they're never fit.
Yeah.
You're always playing people into fitness, and
Yeah.
so it's just been a bit of a
It's
mess.
a tough league to get through, isn't it, if you're not
Yeah.
fully fit as well?
And this is all being part time. I mean,
yeah.
part time is just the cherry on the
Yeah,
top.
yeah.
But for me, the ownership, I've come to learn with the data and the conversations I've had, the ownership lies firmly with the club staff, with the problem we've had, and we're going to work really hard to eradicate that. And next year we're gonna up our structure. We're going to do more days, essentially. We're going to have I'm going to say a kind of flexible-ish type approach, but it's weighted towards 8 or 9 players will be essentially, doing a lot more. We're in that like little challenge now
Yeah.
where like we all know that we can, with just 1 or 2 players, finish in the top
Yeah.
X of the league below.
Yeah.
To what you don't want to do is then turn everything upside down. That could be a crucial error. So yeah, mate. So it's been really good, James. As always, grass don't grow under our feet, and and we've asked the boys today to show class and
Yeah.
also show why they should be here.
Yeah, so still got a decent following coming up today, and that speaks volumes for the fans, doesn't it? And the support that you've got. And I know there's groups of fans of Tranmere and various other clubs that are coming in today as the away section, and that shows all that level of support out there, doesn't it, as well for you and the club and everybody involved.
It's phenomenal, mate. It's phenomenal. It touches me. It's literally phenomenal. I just can't believe. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen so many football fans like unite behind a club and really understand what it stands for, and feel a sense of belonging even though they're not there. It's absolutely nuts. If the amount of support the club's had since Thursday has been phenomenal, and I mean, it's great. It just drives us on, really. Just drives us on. And our own those fans that go all over the country in fancy dress today. Those fans have just been incredible all season, and I'm hoping, and I'm going to keep saying this week, that we pack out Meadowbank for Hartlepool, because what better club to show their class and followers and supporters than to pack it out and make it a carnival atmosphere for the last game and cheer the boys on, because that those boys leaving the pitch next week. I want the boys leaving the pitch. I want to put on such a performance in front of a huge crowd that they leave the pitch almost saying, "We're fucking coming back here. This is a team can win the league next year. And I want to lead the season on a high as much as possible. So the fans have been incredible, James. Unbelievable. The ones in the nucleus of the club, the wider ones, phenomenal.
And just on the team then, briefly today, how's that? How have you been able to put things back together after 48 hours less than at Wealdstone, and a few broken bodies and stuff that came off that night? Is it just a case of trying to get an 11 out there today?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we was really short of players at Wealdstone. Being frank about it, it wasn't much of a Wanderers side in my eyes. Imagine. It's easy to say, isn't it? But we're allowed to say it because we pay the bills. Imagine if it was, George Frankham, Matt Briggs, Jason Pryor, James McShane. Imagine the type of team that you could put out there. Yeah. It's a different game of football. That's the bottom line, and so was probably the last couple of months, really. Yeah. But our aim now to work out how we achieved that moving forward. But yeah, look, Harrison's got a knock. So Slav's in goal, which is great. I love to see Slav play places like this. He's very trustworthy. Yeah. A couple of boys that on the bench that I don't think go brilliantly between games. But we'll obviously need all three changes today. There'll be some boys out there, no doubt, feeling it. Yeah. It'd be interesting to see whether or not the mental pressure being off means they enjoy the game a bit more, relax a little bit.
Frustrate you a little bit if that happens?
Well, no, I mean, I'm hoping the lack of mental pressure means they'll get through the game better. Their bodies won't be full of anxiety, But no, I want us to. We spoke about the importance of, demonstrating to ourselves what we stand for.
Yeah. Well, you never know, mate. If we score.
What's that game? I was trying to think on the way up here. What was that game the other year? Was it Bristol Rovers that won 7-0, Dan? Dan and I was
talking about that. Yeah, that's what we did.
Yeah, I sort of like that went in the dubious results panel. Yeah. But
the foreign betting markets.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I can't believe that. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
But yeah, you never know. No. And you never know if you finish fourth bottom. You never know if you don't want to see a club go to the wall, but you never know. No. So listen, we've just got to do our thing. We've had our chances. We've had our time this season. Yeah. No one to blame but ourselves. And I think the big takeout for the fans really is the club staff really feel like a big responsibility towards this historic, and it is historic, issue with absenteeism. So we need to work really hard to fix that, and we're doing lots of things about it.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Thanks for your insights before the game today, Mark.
No worries.
I'm just quite. I'm laughing a little bit about after what you said the other week about Becky's bats, and then we've got the BAP for Bolts sponsorship along the stand there as well. So something for Meadowbank, perhaps future sponsors.
Bats are going global.
We'll chat to you afterwards, mate. Thanks, Mark.